Take a look around you, the lights above your head, the phone in your pocket, the internet connection you're using right now, the refrigerator in your kitchen, the water flowing from your faucet, the fuel powering vehicles on roads around the world. Modern civilization feels effortless. Flip a switch, press a button, open an app. Everything just works, at least most of the time. But behind every modern convenience lies an invisible network so vast and so complex that most people never think about it. A network of power plants, transmission lines, pipelines, substations, data centers, fiber optic cables, ports, railways, water systems, and countless other pieces of infrastructure working together every second of every day. The strange thing is that most people only notice these systems when something goes wrong. A blackout, a supply chain disruption, an internet outage, a fuel shortage. Suddenly, the invisible becomes impossible to ignore. Today, we're uncovering the hidden infrastructure that powers the modern world, because once you see it, you'll never look at civilization the same way again. Let's open the file. The greatest machine ever built. Many people assume the world's greatest machine is a rocket, or a supercomputer, or perhaps an artificial intelligence system. But there's another contender, the global infrastructure network. Because unlike a single machine, infrastructure connects billions of people simultaneously. Every day, energy flows across continents. Products move through ports. Information travels through cables. Water flows through treatment facilities. And all of it happens largely in the background. The hidden truth? Civilization itself may be the most complex machine ever created. The electrical grid. Let's start with the system that powers almost everything else. The electrical grid. Most people experience electricity as something simple. You flip a switch and a light turns on. But behind that moment lies an enormous network. Power plants generate electricity. Transmission lines carry it across long distances. Substations adjust voltage levels. Distribution networks deliver power to homes and businesses. All of this must remain balanced constantly because electricity is unique. It must be produced and consumed almost simultaneously. Too much demand can create problems. Too little supply can create problems. The hidden truth? The electrical grid performs one of the most difficult balancing acts in human history every second of every day. Pipelines you never see now. Let's talk about another hidden system. Pipelines beneath cities, across deserts, under oceans. Millions of miles of pipelines quietly transport energy and resources around the world. Natural gas, oil, water, industrial materials. Most people never see them, yet entire economies depend on them. Imagine trying to move all those resources using trucks alone. The scale would be staggering. The hidden truth? Some of the most important transportation networks on Earth are buried underground, invisible to the people who rely on them. Like the internet's physical side, many people think of the internet as something wireless, something floating invisibly through the air. But the reality is very different. The internet is physical, extremely physical. Undersea cables connect continents. Fiber optic networks stretch across countries. Data centers process enormous amounts of information. Servers operate around the clock. Without this infrastructure, the digital world would disappear. Every email, every video, every search, every online purchase depends on physical systems somewhere in the world. The hidden truth? The internet feels weightless, but it's built upon one of the largest infrastructure systems ever constructed. Supply chains that keep shelves full. Imagine walking into a store tomorrow and finding empty shelves. Not because products stopped existing, but because transportation stopped working. Supply chains are another hidden system most people rarely think about. Products travel through factories, warehouses, ports, rail systems, shipping routes, distribution centers, retail locations. Each step must function correctly. A delay in one area can affect everything downstream. The hidden truth? Modern convenience depends on extraordinary coordination happening behind the scenes. The system people forget now. Let's talk about perhaps the most overlooked infrastructure system of all. Water. Turn on a faucet. Clean water appears. Simple, or at least it seems simple. In reality, water often travels through treatment plants, pumping stations, storage facilities, and extensive distribution networks before reaching homes. The energy connection here is something fascinating. Almost every infrastructure system depends on energy. The electrical grid needs energy production. Data centers need electricity. Water treatment facilities need power. Supply chains need fuel. Communication systems need energy. Infrastructure supports civilization, but energy supports infrastructure. This is why energy remains such a critical topic. Without reliable energy, many other systems begin struggling. And it's one reason why growing numbers of people are becoming interested in understanding energy resilience and self-reliance. If you'd like to explore more about how energy systems work and why energy independence is becoming increasingly relevant, I've placed a resource in the description and pinned comment that dives deeper into these concepts. Now let's continue. Why resilience matters. One lesson appears repeatedly throughout history. No system is perfect. Storms happen. Equipment fails. Natural disasters occur. Unexpected disruptions emerge. The goal isn't creating perfect systems. The goal is creating resilient systems capable of adapting, recovering, continuing to function even when challenges arise. This is why backup power exists, why redundancy exists, why contingency planning exists. Because resilience often matters more than perfection. The future of infrastructure, the infrastructure of the future may look very different. Smarter grids, more energy storage, advanced communication network, distributed energy system, artificial intelligence assisting operations, greater automation, improved efficiency. But despite technological advances, the core mission remains unchanged. Deliver essential services reliably, support civilization, create stability. The hidden truth? The future of infrastructure isn't about replacing old systems. It's about making them stronger, smarter, and more resilient. Most people spend their lives surrounded by infrastructure without ever seeing it. Electricity, water, transportation, communication, supply chains, energy systems. They operate quietly in the background until something reminds us they exist. The hidden infrastructure that powers the world isn't just steel, concrete, wires, and pipe. It's the foundation upon which modern life is built. And the more you understand these systems, if you enjoyed this investigation into the unseen systems shaping our world, subscribe to the Frequency Files, because in the next file, we'll continue uncovering the hidden systems behind energy, technology, infrastructure, and power. Until next time, stay curious.